All right, it's time for some BS a day early because
Yeah,
Al, what are you doing tomorrow, Al? You couldn't do it tomorrow. You're busy tomorrow?
we're going to like a preview screening of the new Mission Impossible.
Oh, I'm seeing that Tuesday.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah,
tomorrow. We're going tomorrow morning. Actually, to see it.
Damn.
but it's at 7 at night, so I won't be around.
Yeah, well, I'm going to
But that
I'm
but
going
thank
to
you for
that
moving
Tuesday.
this for me.
No problem, man. We wanted you on here. We're always flexible, man. Thank you for moving Blackspinner last night. That was a fun show. You guys check out the Blackspinner Circle. We put a lot of bands that should have been in the Hall of Fame last night.
Yeah,
Good, great
and that
episode. Go
was a
check
fun
it out.
show. We really did a lot of talking on there.
Yeah, it
Man, I
was good.
talked a lot last night.
I didn't think it was going to go that long. So when you quit the "What's your spitty" thing, I go, "This isn't going to be a long episode." Oh,
Yeah,
I was wrong.
yeah, I'm gonna turn into two.
It's like that Rush
Almost,
episode, man.
Oh my God, nothing will beat that Rush episode.
Oh man,
that's classic. That's
I,
classic.
I, I have I have nightmares about
We
that.
still got to do the live albums, but that'll take 5 hours.
They have a lot of live albums now.
That's what I'm saying. I'll say, rank the live albums.
I got more live in studio.
Bro, that you know it's a long episode when the episode's actually longer than a Rush concert.
Or Rush song.
Oh my God. All right, man. So I'll do the introductions. We got Al from Be Cool or Be Podcast Out and Black Spinner Circle. We got Bye Bye Bays, Andy Rodriguez from Black Spinner Circle also. And what other the sports shows you have? I always forget about those ones.
Well, also we are in the middle of baseball. So pop the mitt, crack the bat. That's what the Bye Bye Bays is all about. I heard a really cool podcast today about how Oakland left the Bay and how Tampa Bay is kind of limbo where they're going to be because they're not going to be playing at the field they're playing next year. So what's going to happen to Tampa Bay?
Well, they're fixing the roof right now.
Dude, they're not doing anything.
Oh, they haven't been fixing the roof?
No,
They're not doing the roof.
They're not doing the roof, yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
no, and also Vegas doesn't even have a spot for a baseball field.
If you've ever been to that stadium, it's a good thing that thing got torn apart. It was a horrible stadium.
I thought Vegas was tearing down a hotel.
Yeah, but they don't. Yeah, but they haven't said if that's for the baseball field or not. They're just tearing down hotels.
So they're already wearing
Tropic-
Vegas patches. They might not even go there.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tropicana Stadium was not a good fucking play. It was getting old.
I saw one game in there.
Did you?
So one game in there, yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
was
saw a
all
couple
right.
games in
it
it.
wasn't-
It stunk. It was leaking. It was
It's old, yeah. They need to.
It didn't. It stunk. It smelled like it was old, basically. I mean,
Well, I
it really
was
did.
doing-
And that was.
It-
Go ahead. I'm
it-
sorry.
No, it's funny because I was doing some work around the stadium, like surveying,
Mhm.
because they're gonna do improvements to like some roads like around there and stuff like that. So, and I just come to find out that like part of the like where I was surveying is built over an old cemetery, and they found like bodies.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Poltergeist.
they found like bodies and stuff, and they were like wondering where all these bodies come from. It was a really, really old cemetery, and like roads and like a parking lot and everything was like built over it.
How rude.
Oh
It was
wow!
nuts. It was nuts, man.
It's
I
gonna,
was hearing
it's
on the
gonna turn
news.
into Poltergeist.
Hey, hey, Al. So what have you been hearing about the Tampa Bay Rays? I mean, what are they working on the roof? Are they going to build a new stadium? I mean, what's going on there? Because they're going to not have a home next season.
Originally, when I was surveying around the stadium,
Yeah.
the rumor was there was gonna be a new stadium.
Right. I've seen the blueprints like one
Yeah.
time, and after that, never saw them again.
But then I heard the city pulled the funding or something.
Yeah.
That's I think that's what happened
Yeah.
is that now it's not gonna happen. But they were playing so since the roof was off of the stadium, they were playing at
That's
uh,
right.
Yankees.
The Yankees.
the Yankee,
place,
yeah, where the Yankees
Steinbrenner
trained.
Field.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steinbrenner Field, and
Yeah.
so that I don't know, like I haven't heard anything since then. So
Yeah, because the Yankees already told them that that's just for the season only.
yeah,
So
they're
after that,
I think the Hurricane. I think they're gonna. I don't know, man. If they're just gonna revamp the stadium, the current one, or I don't know.
now on the
They
podcast
should just
that I
knock it
was
down,
hearing
just
today,
rebuild it, man.
the guy
Yeah.
was saying,
You
you know,
rebuild it, they still won't come.
The question is, that's why I said, did they really like the team there? I mean,
I don't think they like baseball in Florida, to tell you the truth.
Well, when they win, they are. The Marlins, when they had that streak in the 90s, they were selling out.
And then the
every game.
next year, they were empty after the World Series.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
now
they're-
Orlando might get a team.
I'll tell you what, I was enjoying going to like some spring training games. Those
Yeah.
are fun.
Oh, I
Yeah.
miss going to those, man. I used to love going to spring
It's like
training games
cheaper
in
and
Florida.
it's just,
Yeah.
it's just kind of pretty cool. Just fun vibe.
Yeah. I used to see a couple of Reds games up there in that area every year. Spring
You
training
see
games.
what this guy was saying was that Tennessee is moving to a new stadium, the Titans.
Yeah.
And that why can't a baseball team move into Nissan and they just refurbish it and turn it into a baseball field? Because they had the Savannah Bananas playing there like a couple of weeks ago.
I know. Jesus
And they
Christ.
sold it out, dude. Like
I
80,000.
Those guys can do some pretty cool shit, though, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
they
I want to go see them.
Anaheim Stadium was made into a Rams football field, and then when the Rams left, they reconfigured it back to a baseball only stadium.
Yeah.
So it can happen,
So,
man.
Yeah, it can. I mean, that's been done a lot of times. It's nothing new.
And
But-
fuck the Rams, by the way.
But man, what if? But what if the A's and the Rays don't have a place to play?
Shit, they're
That's
playing in
messed up.
fucking Arizona minor league fields. I don't know. Hey,
Some team will let them
Hey,
play in their
the
spring
Dodgers
training
minor league
stadium.
field, Ontario Stadium, is building right across the street from my house, and the
Oh, really?
Rancho Cucamonga Quakes aren't going to have a team there next year. That's the Dodgers thing. The A's could move there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, the A's are moving to Vegas. Aren't they building a stadium for them as we talk?
Well, the A's could probably stay in Sacramento for a while. They seem to be doing good up there with attendance.
They seem to be doing good in attendance, but they're not allowed to talk them. They're not allowed to call themselves the Sacramento Athletics.
Yeah,
That's why they're just called the Athletics with no home.
we'll see what happens, man.
That's-
But
All right.
what are we doing tonight, Jerry?
Oh, you tell me it's your show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
All right, Dante. Okay. What we got? We're making a double U2 album, and this was Andy's idea. So Andy's gonna run the show tonight.
I am.
I'll run it. I don't give a shit.
Oh
But
no,
if
I was expecting to, but that's fine.
I know we always let whoever makes the show run it, or
That's fine.
I always let Jerry run it because that's his job because I do the BS. But let's get to the BS, man. Let's start off with one of the most lovable characters in television history. We lost Norm from Cheers, George Wendt, man. What do you got to say about that, Al?
Yeah, man. Good old Norm. I used to love watching Cheers, man. And he was funny as hell, bro. Yeah, what was he in his 70s?
72,
25.
76.
Yeah, it's not time to go yet at that age, really, but I guess, I don't know, you get, being overweight most of your life or whatever, it takes a toll on you. I don't know what he died of, a heart attack? Is that what he died of?
I didn't look. I didn't want to look, man. I love that guy.
I don't know if it
And
was
apparently he
I don't
drank
think
a
it was
lot of
cancer.
beer.
Anyway.
If I remember right, those weren't props. Those were actual real beer they were drinking
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the show. So
That's
That's
right. No,
Him and Ratzenberger, man. Perfect comedy team.
what a combo, man! I
They
mean,
were great.
Cliff and Norm, man.
they
I
were
mean,
fucking great, man.
one of the
funny
greatest
as hell.
shows ever. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
I hated it. I didn't think I would like Woody after Coach left, but Coach did a good.
same
I
here.
loved Coach, man.
I like Woody. I started like Woody better than Coach.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
I love Woody Harrelson. I'm just a huge Woody Harrelson fan, man.
Mhm.
I didn't mind Diane, and I didn't mind. Who was Chris Sally? What was the
Rebecca,
character's name?
Rebecca.
Chris Sally was Rebecca.
That's it.
Rebecca.
Yeah. I didn't mind that too much either.
No.
I probably like Rebecca a little better than Diane.
Yeah, Rebecca
That's one of
wasn't
the-
as stuck up.
That's one of the few shows where like they change characters, but it still remained pretty
Yep.
good.
It got better. They won more Emmys with Woody and Rebecca. So it's
Yeah,
like
They did. Yeah.
it's like
One of the best series enders too. It was a great ending.
So keep going now.
No, I just rest in peace, man. I mean, he was funny and great, and yeah, it was pretty sad to hear that he passed. So,
All right, Andy.
Yeah, I was sad to hear that he passed away because Cheers is one of my favorite shows. It's one of the best shows of all time. In fact, I was just watching an episode the other day because they do a lot of marathons on Pluto TV. And in fact, Pluto has their own Cheers Fraser channel. So it's a pretty
Nice.
cool channel. And the other day, the other episode, Norm was in the back and he came and someone was in his stool. And the guy goes,
I remember that one.
and Norm goes, "Hey, I was sitting there." And the guy goes, "Well, I didn't see anybody here and I've been here for a while." He goes, "No, I mean, yesterday."
Get out of my chair, bitch.
Right. It's pretty funny. You're right. Him and Cliff were a great match. And when
Yeah.
I was a kid, I would tell myself, "Man, I'm going to spend all my time in a bar." Well, I don't.
Right.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
thought that's how my life was going to be. I thought that I was going to have a best friend and I was going to drink all night.
Right.
Yeah, and
Right.
be friends with everybody that worked there.
And have a friend named Woody. Have a great bartender, you know.
But yeah, God bless him. He really had some. Even though he wasn't on Saturday Night Live that much, he had iconic skits and iconic sayings like the Bears.
The Bears, yep. I'll say
Doubles.
that.
Doubles, too. Don't forget about doubles.
And then I was telling Mark in the group, remember that movie Gung Ho
Yeah.
with Michael Keaton? That was a cool movie too.
He had a lot of cameos in a lot of good movies, man.
Yeah, he did, but God bless George Wendt.
Jerry.
Years, man. Classic characters, classic fucking dialogue, classic fucking theme song. Talk about an earworm of a theme song.
Oh yeah.
And Norm and Cliff are probably, I wouldn't say they're my favorite combo of comedy of all time, but they're definitely up there. You know, George, man, thank you for the great memories, bro.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I'm just gonna say, George, you're now where everybody knows your name forever, man. We love you, brother. You gave us a lot of good times, man.
Hey, we never saw Vera, right? She never came out.
No, you never saw. He just talked smack about her. Yeah. Did they get a divorce? There wasn't a part when he's talking about they got a divorce. I don't remember, but and this just came along the wire today. A great rock and roll fan who's has a lot of great rock and roll memorabilia besides owning the Colts. Jim Irsay died at 65 today. That's young, man.
That's young, bro.
I didn't even know that.
It just happened, dude. Like an hour
ago. It just happened a couple hours ago. It was reported.
Yeah, he had all that. I remember he was on Eddie Trunk's show, I think.
Yeah, he takes it on tour.
Yeah.
His stuff, man. And it's like I could see John 5 like kind of rating his Kiss stuff if they're gonna sell it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what do you think about that, Al?
Well, that's a surprise to me, man. I mean, I just heard, I'm just hearing of it now. So yeah, no, it's 65, man. It's young. Yeah. What happened with him, man? Did it say yet or no?
I don't know. Usually they don't tell you right away. You got to wait like a week.
He always seemed kind of fit too. I mean,
well, he was a huge drunk and drug addict.
Well, he was never overweight or anything like that.
Yeah, he had a lot of bad times, man. Luckily, he didn't draft Trent Dilfer, but
that's one of the classic interviews ever. The Mel Kiper bashing him for not drafting Trent Dilfer.
Mel Kiper's a tool. He's never got anything right. He liked Jamarcus Russell. I think
like Jimmy Clausen too.
Jimmy Clausen and Brady Quinn. But what do you think about that, Andy?
Yeah, my team plays in the same division. We're rivals. So I heard, he was always on the sidelines and stuff like that. But he was a football man. He really was. Until maybe fame got a little bit to his head, but he was a smart football guy, man, and he really set that organization for a lot of success.
He took it from his dad and made it better. So
yeah.
I think his dad was a huge drunk too, right? Something like
I don't know.
It was alcoholism in the family. Jerry, what do you think about that?
Yeah, man, it's I just found out when you told me a couple hours before the show. It's I don't know if he was a liked owner. I don't know much about how his players and him interacted, but I've never heard anything bad, so that's good.
Let's just wait till Peyton Manning says something, then we'll really know.
Yeah, and he mentioned, well, he's not going to ban off Peyton Manning.
No.
Peyton Manning made that franchise what it is. I mean, I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't really know much about the guy, as far as an ownership, as an owner. I always look at that when they list the owners, he's always in the middle of the pack. So I guess he wasn't the worst. It sucks, man, for the family and the Colts organization, man. I mean, if he was loved by the players and the fans, then Sorry to hear that, man.
I'm wondering if they're
Sorry
going to
to hear
sell the team or his family's going to take over. That's the question I'm asking.
I'm sure it's fair.
If the team's going to be in limbo this season, they're not going to be able to make any moves. They're already trying to get better, but what's going to happen now?
Oh, the Colts have been in limbo for 5 years, man.
I don't think there's a franchise under $1 billion nowadays. I mean, they're expensive NFL franchises.
No, but I'm just saying, what's going to happen with the team? Are they going to be frozen making moves, trades, or whatever? That's all I'm asking, man. So, well, let's get to something, man. It's a little bit of happy news, man. This guy's still going around, and I pity the fool. Don't say happy birthday to Mr. T. He just turned 72 today. What do you think about that, Al?
Mr. T, man, still going, man. You know, I grew up watching the A-Team and
Rocky 3, Clubber Lang,
man, Clubber Lang, bro. You know, one of the best Rockies ever.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites because of him.
I'm gonna go bust
Come
you
on,
up.
Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Like, was he 72 today? You
72,
said?
yeah.
Huh?
Cancer survivor.
Cancer survivor. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, man. He's still kicking, man. So good for him.
Because cancer couldn't take him because he pitied cancer.
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck you, cancer." But what about you, Andy?
Oh man, I've been a big Mr. T fan for a very, very long time. Ever since I first saw this guy with mohawk and feathers and gold chains, I said, "Who's this guy? This guy's so damn cool."
B.A. Baracus.
You know that, and then he had his own cartoon in the mornings. Remember, he was like the coach of some Olympic
That's
team.
right.
Yeah.
Don't forget about DC Cab, man.
DC Cab,
yeah.
Wow.
Terrible movie though. It was bad. It was
Terrible movie. What the hell are you talking about?
Dude, I didn't like it. I didn't like DC Cab.
You had Gary Busey in there with the Elvis fucking stereo system blowing everybody's ears out. That was fucking amazing.
Bill Maher when he was an actor, and who were those twins? What were they? Who were those twins?
They were the wrestling guys. You should know.
Barbarian Brothers or
Barbarian Brothers. That's it. The Barbarian
something like that. Yeah. But I really like us talking about birthdays. That's awesome because we get to celebrate their life.
Yeah.
Long live Mr. T. That dude rules. That dude really did a lot for the community of. I think he was out of Chicago, if I'm not wrong. And he gave a lot back to the community that he came from the riches of his TV shows, and he's always been the kind of person that's what's the word I'm looking for? Someone to look up to in this community.
Role model to kids back then too.
A really true role model.
Yeah.
And then
I just want to say one thing before I get with Jerry. I just remember the scene of fucking Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. I pity the fool, don't eat my cereal. All right, Jerry.
He also had some classic shows on when he was on Howard Stern, man.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I used to listen to Howard Stern. It was
pretty
fun.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He was on his show. He was on his show quite a bit.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy did a pretty good you ever hear Eddie Murphy's I forget what album that was on. Hey boy, you look mighty fighting them jeans.
And that was on Hilarious.
Come on over here.
And you know what to man.
You look mighty cute them jeans, boy.
Nah, Mr. T was a big-hearted guy. I mean, him and Nancy Reagan got together and did a lot of cool shit for like kids and stuff back in the day. He'd always dress as Santa Claus, stuff like that. I mean, I loved him in I every now and then I'll go back and watch his wrestling days. Those weren't the greatest days of wrestling,
right.
But he did a boxing match. It was just it was weird. But he was a character, man. Likable guy too. It's hard to believe the characters he played were so unlikable, but in real life he was like one of the most likable people ever. So happy birthday, dude. Glad to be cancer. You're still with us, man.
It was just funny. A big guy like him in the A-Team didn't want to fly. That was a great joke.
Oh, I hate flying, man. That was the only good part about not going on vacation. I think on a fucking airplane. So now, Andy, when I go to Oklahoma, that'll be the first time I've flown in like 20 years. Maybe.
Wow,
been a while, man.
Yeah, speaking of flying, I just booked a trip to Portugal, so I'm going in. I'm going in July. So
you're going in July after all.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, first 2 weeks of July.
Awesome,
nice. Awesome.
Going to visit my parents and go see family I haven't seen because I haven't been there since 2003, so it's been over 20 years now.
Oh,
I got
wow.
engaged to my wife there.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
kidding. Oh, wow.
And so now it's my daughter's 17 now, so we're taking her with us, and she could see where like the roots of her family came from and stuff like that. So it's gonna be nice, man.
Awesome.
It'd be great to see my parents again too. So I miss them.
All right. So a lot of people in our groups love this. Ian Gillan says Black Sabbath's Born Again album is finally getting remixed. Thank God, Al.
Why?
Yeah, and everybody likes it the way it is, but don't you want to hear better production on it? Or
Well, I'm curious to hear. Like, I'm one of those that doesn't mind the production on it, but I am curious to see what they're gonna do with it, how much it's gonna improve it, you know. And then I can have both versions. I can, listen to one or the other, whatever one I prefer. But I want to see what they do with it, man, because it is a pretty flawed album production wise, you know. But I've lived with it so long, it's one of those things like, you know,
you're
it kind of
used to it.
adds to it a bit, I guess. But you know, but yeah, man, no, I'm looking forward to that, man. It's my favorite non-Ozzy era album, actually. I do like
Man.
it better than the Dio stuff.
Ooh,
I do.
that's good, man. But what about you, Andy?
Yeah, I really echo everything that Al said. I will have both copies. I remember it took me a while to get used to it. When it first happened, I thought, oh man, this sounds horrible. But then the more times I heard it, that original production, that music go hand in hand. It's like listening. It was like recorded in the back rooms of hell, is what it sounds like, and it's perfect. It's perfect. Um, so when this comes out, I will get it just for the curiosity, and then I will have both copies. But I think I will always, no matter how good this is and how crystal clear people are going to love it, I will always go back to the original one. I
I
just
will
will.
say one thing though, when the remix of Live Evil came out, I do prefer the cleaned up live version. I prefer the remixed version.
And everybody says technical ecstasy sounds better too.
That's a great one too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I hope they get the same guy who did those. That'd be
That's
amazing.
Steven Wilson,
Yeah,
right?
Steven Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, is it Steve Wilson? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, I will listen to it before I buy it. I mean, I got the what's that Tony Martin collection? Anno
Anamundi.
Domini. Yeah, whatever it's called. I got that. That was, that's the I don't have any vinyl or anything, but I'll listen to it. I mean, I'm sure they'll be on iTunes. I'll listen to it.
Oh, yeah,
And
sure.
if I like it, I'll buy it. So, it just sometimes, man, I'm just tired of having to buy albums over and over again, man. I really am, dude. But I'll give it. It's just something I
I
really,
only
band
do
I
it if they
really,
add
really
stuff
like.
to it.
But like I said, I'll listen. I
That
like
would be
that.
nice, yeah.
I don't like it better than the Dio area, but I do like it. So
Yeah, and the thing is that I rarely ever buy remixes or this and that, but this is a big step up. I mean, this is a big difference. If they do a remix the way a remix should be done, this can be completely different from what we have. So you will be able to tell a difference, because sometimes you're like, I really don't hear this like they hear this. This is going to be a big difference of what we already have.
All right.
I
And
think a
then
lot of people are looking forward to this one.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. I do like I got into it because of Ralph talking about it all the time. It's like, I love Ian Gill. Let me go listen to it. I love fucking Disturbing the Priest. I love this album. It's the fucking
Oh,
it's
oh,
raw as motherfucker. Digital bitch.
the title track, Born Again, is great too,
Oh
man.
yeah. The album
call,
cover is fucking ugly as fuck though.
I call that a doom ballad. It's like a doomy like ballad kind
Can
of.
they remaster the album cover? That just looks like Ghoulies. It looks like, remember the movie Ghoulies?
Yes.
You know what that album cover originally was, right?
What?
It was a Depeche Mode single.
What?
It was the baby. So they took the
Yeah.
baby from the Depeche Mode single
Oh,
and they colorized it and added the devilish shit to it.
oh wow.
But yeah, there's a Depeche Mode single. It's the picture of the baby, the
Oh,
actual
damn.
baby that's on
Oh,
Born
shit.
Again.
I may not like that album anymore now.
Shut up, Cherry.
Because Depeche Mode.
Black Celebration rules. Check out that review on Freeform, by the way.
That was painful.
All right, man. So at end of an era, JCPenney is closing down a lot of fucking stores, probably
I
a
thought
lot
they
in
were already
California, man. I know, but it's like we lost Sears and now we're losing JCPenney. We lost Kmart. My child is fucking disappearing
Yeah, it
left
is,
and
dude.
right. It's like, what
It
the
is, dude.
fuck, man?
Yeah, I remember all those stores, man. fucking part of my childhood, dude.
I
Yeah,
stole my first
JCPenney.
cassette in Sears. I stole Brian
Kmart,
Adams' Cuts Like a Knife, man.
More,
Kmart is right.
yeah,
Kmart is where I used to get my original cassettes, man.
yeah,
All
me
my
too.
video games from Kmart, the Atari, whatever there, man.
They had some fucking awesome lunches at that Kmart cafeteria, man.
At the end, it turned into Little Caesars.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, there's gonna be nothing left but Targets and Walmarts, and eventually Walmart will probably own all the Targets. And then
Well, Target is fucking dying right now. They're losing
we're,
money.
they're actually building one here. We still have a JCPenney, actually, believe it or not. It used to be in this mall that closed down years ago, but they had like a 30-year lease on it, and they can't touch it. The owners of the mall, so that's why the JCPenney's is still there. I mean, it's overpriced now. Fucking the lights haven't worked. It's been C-Pen for like 10 years now. That they came and fucking fixed the lights. But I used to go there as a kid and get clothes for school, so I'm not going to rag on it all together.
Oh,
but,
I got Kmart clothes and I got made fun of. So you got the clothes from Kmart, fuck, or Tough Skins from Sears. Fuck, I got made fun of with those corduroys from fucking Sears, man. God damn, he's got good memories and bad memories from those stores.
Yeah,
Yeah. What about you, Eddie? You got memories of Kmart, Sears, JCPenney?
JCPenney was where we went almost every weekend. I mean, we were always at JCPenney's. And in fact, my mom worked at a JCPenney's when I was a baby. My mom worked in the shoe department, and my grandparents would drop me off with her while she was still working. And I was like, maybe, of course, I don't remember. I was like 3 or 4, but I hear stories that they would drop me off at JCPenney's with her. So JCPenney's has been there ever since I grew up. But it's been a long time since I've really been there. I think the last time I was there like a few years ago, they had some kind of Black Friday special that my wife wanted me to go to. But yeah, JCPenney's has a big place in my heart. So does Kmart. And Walmart, I go to Walmart at least twice a week for things.
Yeah.
So I can see why Walmart would be, beating these other competitions out. Target
And Amazon
I
too,
haven't
man.
have a Target in years, and that's because I pass by I don't know how many. I'm just not a Target guy.
Target is always understocked, by the way.
It looks the same to me as always. There's nothing ever new there at Target.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That's not true. I get my fishing stuff there at Target. They got cool shit there, man. Better than Walmart's. Yeah.
You know what they need to bring? You know what they need to bring around? Shop smart. Shop S-Smart.
Pretty soon it's all
Army
going to
of
be
Darkness, man. Come on, get the.
It's all going to be online shopping eventually.
Well, Amazon's killing a lot of these retailers. Also, they're killing.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you, brother. Go ahead and finish.
No, but I do want to add a little bit about Amazon. Do you think it's a little dangerous that we are, instead of having social contact with others, we're just getting things dropped off at our doors?
Well, I'm saving gas though.
True. The only thing that sucks about it is it takes a day or two to get there. But other than that, I do it.
And getting parking lot rage for people taking my spot.
It has its perks, man.
Yeah,
it does.
I've gotten really, and I still do a lot of Christmas shopping, going out and shopping. But I've gotten really disenchanted by doing that because just what Mark said, trying to look for parking, fucking people like just not giving a shit about anybody else. It's like rage and all. And people are getting more dangerous. It's just fucking, I'm the type that likes to go out and actually physically shop though.
I do too, but I don't have any.
I like to actually see what I'm getting. You know what I mean? But my wife uses Amazon like a lot more than me. So
so does my wife.
But that's fine. I'm still kind of a little old school when it comes to shopping. So, but I don't know, man. It's like the way things are. Dude, it's just like, I sometimes I order things from Amazon like next day. It's at my door.
Oh yeah, I get it next day too. Yeah,
on a Sunday sometimes,
or even on a holiday, dude. The holidays it's coming, man.
And it's cheaper. A lot of the times it's actually cheaper.
They got what's that place? The one you buy the candles at? I forgot the name of the place, but I get a body wash from there because it's a 3-in-1, and it's like $16 there. I got 2 of the same ones for $21 on
Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works, yeah. I love the 3-in-1 is it actually is good for your skin. I like it. So, but fuck, let's get into some really weird shit. Oscar Mayer is hitting the racetrack with the debut, the first ever Wienie 500, a competition that will see the brand's iconic Wienermobiles racing on the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway. What do you think about that, Al?
They should have porn star chicks driving them.
Right?
You know what I mean? Hey, here's Jenna Jameson in the Weenie Mobile. I don't know, man. It's just
God.
I don't know what to say to that, bro. It's whatever, man. It's Oscar Mayer.
I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Oh man, it's funny.
Wait.
That's really it, dude.
All right, Andy.
Yeah, I really don't have anything to say about that. I mean, it's
Jerry.
just-
I'd rather watch the Milwaukee Brewers sausage race every night.
That's what I was thinking about, the sausage race.
That's more entertaining. One always wipes out. It's hilarious to watch that all the time. So,
All right, man.
I
always gotta
mean,
put a fun story
whatever. I guess they got to compete with Nathan's hot dog challenge or something. I don't know but whatever.
All right. So Iron Maiden is kind of doing what Ghost is doing, but not to the extreme of Ghost. Says Iron Maiden wants the live in the moment, not behind the screen, ahead of their massive Run for Your Lives world tour kicking off May 27th in Budapest. The band is asking fans to severely limit phone camera use during shows. Manager Ron Smallwood explained that excessive filming diminishes the experience for fans and band alike. We want fans to enjoy the shows first hand, not through their small screens. Please respect the band, respect the other fans, and have the time of your lives. What do you think about that, Al?
Well, as a guy that films a lot of concerts and puts it up on his YouTube channel, I don't know the way I film though. Like I don't distract people. I don't hold it up like this.
I'm like
I have
this.
it down by my chest.
Me too.
I actually have a little handheld little tripod stick that I bring with me, right? And it holds the phone. So because when you constantly hold the phone like this, your hand starts
shake.
hurt. Yes, your hand starts hurting after
Because
a
I
while,
asked how you got those still shots. He said you got to send me a link for your tripod.
yeah, I wish I had it here with me, but
Well,
anyway,
just send me a link of what you got.
I will. So like the top of it clips to your phone, so that way your phone you have it sideways, and then it's got it's got the little thing that it's only about like this tall, like that. So it's got like a little tripod thing, but I don't spread the legs on it. I just hold it as a stick, and then just kind of hold it to my chest, and then I can just kind of see it a little bit. But usually, like I'll just have it a little bit farther away from the stage, so I can just kind of cover the whole stage, and I'll just hold it like that, dude. But I'll watch the concert with my eyes, dude.
That's
so
what I'm
I've
like
gotten
this.
I've gotten so I guess kind of like pro at doing it that way that I mean I don't feel like I miss anything from the show. Like I'm not looking through the little screen. Every once in a while, I glance down to just to make sure, like I'm on the stage, because once in a while you move a little bit. But
that's all I do. I go down like that and look.
But the nice thing is with the tripods, I can rest it on my leg. That's why it comes out more stable.
That's what I need, because a lot of times I go, ooh, I shake a little bit,
But
My
anyway,
hand
like
gets tired.
but the whole like non-cell phone thing, that's a band decision. That's a thing. I respect any. I mean, listen, cell phones are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. The Pandora's box been open, but I mean, if they really don't want anybody to film, they have to do the pouch thing then.
They're doing that for Ghost. They're doing it for Ghost.
But they're asking fans to do it. They're not taking it away.
But the whole thing with that, man, is they play stadiums. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare to put everybody's phone in a pouch. Then when everybody's leaving, they gotta unlock it, and that's an expense to the band. The band has to hire the company for the pouches. So that's probably why Iron Maiden's not doing it, because it's an added expense. You know what I mean? But some people like Ghost and Jack White and all that stuff, I could see it being like really necessary for comedy shows, because a comedian doesn't really want their show to get out online.
Definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I can attest to that. I can relate to that. I understand. But a band, if a band, I don't know, man. Some bands embrace it. Some bands don't. Like when I went to the Santa, which was a Perfect Circle and Lucifer and Primus, Maynard James Keenan is adamant about people not using cell phones. To the point where they had it where like if you get caught holding a cell phone, they kick you out. You know what I mean? That was at a Tool show, a Perfect Circle, anything related to him. You know, so everybody's different, man. So
What
I
about
don't know,
you?
man. I mean, Maiden, I respect it, dude. You know,
They're just asking. They're not taking your phones
they're
away.
not taking it from you, you
Yeah.
know. But if I go see them, I'll probably still film it.
Yeah.
I did too. I got the one scene with the guy with the lightsaber going to the pit.
I don't want to. I don't want to distract my whole thing is I want to be respectful. I don't want to
Yeah.
distract people behind me.
Some people have iPads.
That's what. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like,
fucking.
what the fuck?
That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see people really bring that anymore. But I remember when iPads were newer, people were bringing that shit to shows. I'm like, dude, you're
Yeah.
bringing a fucking thing like this, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, when I try to film, I try to just kind of keep it hidden. You know, kind of discreet. So that's my style of doing
I'm the
it. Yeah.
same as you. I just need that thing to hold on my leg so I don't
Some
have
people,
to...
man, they don't give a shit, man. They'll put
Oh,
fucking,
I don't do that
Yeah.
shit.
That's the majority of people.
I don't
Yeah.
do that. Unless
No.
they stand up in front of me, then I go over their head. They can't see me.
a lot of the
so.
times though, my secret is filming like if the band has if the screen is showing the band, I'll just film the screen.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do the
You
screen
know,
if I can.
it's a lot
yeah.
easier and
Yeah.
it's just, so because you're getting close-ups of you're letting the cameraman actually do the work for you.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a nice like LED like crystal clear
Yeah.
screen, actually the shows come out nice like that when you film that because it almost looks like you're watching a pro shot, concert. So anyway, I don't want to dwell too much longer.
What
Go
about
ahead,
you,
Andy.
Andy?
Yeah, most of the time when I go to a show, I'll take pictures of the band. Like during the first song. After that, I put my phone away,
Yeah, that's your
and
thing, man. It's cool.
I watch the show. I get the whole stage, and every once in a while, I get curious to see what other people are recording. So I might take a look because they're like right here, like right in front of you and stuff. And I'm like 5'2" or 5'3". Okay, I'm 5'2". So it's all in my face and it's all in my way and stuff. So I just take pictures of the bands, and I always try to get the picture of the kick drum where the band logo is on there because I think
Nice.
that's cool. But I'm not the kind of person that complains about it. People do what they want to do. So
As long as it's respectful, though, bro.
yeah,
I think some people are obnoxious with that shit.
oh yeah, they think that they're gonna fucking sell it and fucking become millionaires or whatever. But I remember when those iPads, dude, I was like, these fucking people for real?
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a thing for a little while, man.
Yes, it was. It was. I'm surprised that they let all this happen when remember back in the day in the 80s and 90s, you couldn't even take in a little recorder, even though of course people.
Well, because they relied on DVD and Blu-ray and DVD concerts, VHS.
Well, not even that. I mean, look at the bootlegs that's come out from like the 80s where people had to sneak camcorders, probably like this big, like into a fucking concert, and how they got away with that. I give them all the credit in the world, man, for holding those things up and, unless they greased like unless they greased like somebody. There's great concert films from Montreal. There's a great 1984 Van Halen concert. Rush on a Signals tour, and I think that guy, because the guys filmed almost any band that came to this Montreal venue arena, so I think that guy had an in with like somebody there because it was always steady. It seemed like it was probably on a tripod, and it was probably a big fucking cam because these were filmed in like 82, 83, 84. I mean, the technology back then it was like how big were the fucking video cameras, man.
My grandpa had one. He loved that. He loved that camcorder.
But if it wasn't for some bootlegs, man, you wouldn't see like classic footage, man, old footage of bands, dude. So. But nowadays it's just everybody has a cell phone, so everything leaks out. There's no kind of surprise or mystery anymore. But I love seeing when shit pops up from concerts I've been to, like in the '80s and stuff. Man, that's awesome.
That's fun.
So. Anyway, Andy, I didn't mean to cut you on.
No, man, I'm already through.
Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, cell phones have taken over for lighters, man. You know,
Yeah.
people raise the lighted cell phones up. I mean, if I guess like Al said, if the band wants to spend the money on it, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, Ghost tickets aren't exactly weren't the most expensive, so they're paying for it definitely. So he's like Tobias. I say they, but it's Tobias Forge basically. But if that's his wish, I got no problem with it. I don't need to bring my phone anymore because I got all my service on my watch. So I just won't even bring my phone to concerts anymore. Um, and what you guys said about people getting in the way, I see it all the fucking. Have you guys ever been to a live wrestling show?
No, not me.
Yeah,
The
no, I have.
WWE?
Well, yeah, like a
Fucking
long time
people
ago.
with their fucking signs, man. I mean, they're always constantly blocking the way with their fucking signs. So I understand where it can become a deterrent as far as the view, but I mean, you're not going to stop it. I'm sure even people are going to get their phone into the Ghost concert somehow and record it. But uh, I mean, nothing.
There's always a sneaky fucker too that
Yeah.
does it, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
And
so
I heard Bruce Dickinson forgot to mention it, all because of that Al Horta guy. Man, he records every concert and puts it on his channel. So we blame him.
That son of a
Everybody
bitch.
blame Al Horta for it. No. But yeah, if the band doesn't want to do it, like I probably won't even bring one if I go to see Maiden, just because I respect what the band's wishes. So
Hey, but I wouldn't have got that guy with the lightsaber in the.
I mean, do we really need to take more videos of Iron Maiden?
Hey,
I mean, really?
I try to only like film 3 songs, my 3 favorite songs from the band, and just put it away. That's just me now. I used to try to film the whole shit, but my arm gets tired. I want to watch the concert. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
It's amazing. Like Taylor Swift, she wants people to bring cell phones to her concert, and she still sells like DVD concert for concerts and shit too.
Remember that Beastie Boys concert? That awesome! I shot that. They gave when I think it was filmed at Madison Square Garden or something, but they gave people like actual like video cameras, like and had a bunch of people from different parts of the arena film the show, and they actually produced it and made it into a DVD, like a video.
That's cool.
And I thought that was pretty awesome, man. You know, so some people embrace it, some that was before the advent of like cell phone video. So
But just remember Rerun. He got caught at the Doobie Brothers.
hey, rerun.
And these some of these cameras now are so fucking small.
Yeah,
And he got a stern talking to as well.
he did.
I remember that.
We
Say
trusted
Raj.
you, man.
Say Raj.
All right, well let's get to these stories real quick. 2 drummers got fired recently. Zak Starkey got fired, rehired, and fired again of the Who, and then John Freese of the Foo Fighters got fired. Anything on that, Al?
Hey, it's crazy. I don't know, man. It's just maybe Dave Grohl just wasn't vibing with Josh Freese. He might still be grieving because of Taylor Hawkins, dude. Like he looks back and doesn't see Taylor, and it's probably like I don't know. But they haven't been on the road in over a year, right?
Yeah,
Dave
I was
Grohl-
thinking he's gonna bring
Taylor's
Hawkins'
son.
son because he's 18 now, isn't he? Something.
I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if
Yeah.
he's still young. I mean, he is 18, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my thought. Maybe he was gonna bring his son into it, but I don't know. Zach Starkey, I don't know, man. The Who is just like
Fired the son of a Beatle. That's ballsy.
They wanted to make it. They wanted him to make a statement that he was leaving for side projects, but he said, "I'm not doing that." They were trying to save face.
I don't know. I don't know. The Who on this. I think the Who are pretty much done though after this tour. This I mean they're in their 80s, dude. But if the Stones still keep going,
Yeah,
they're gonna keep going until they're dead, man.
Yeah.
So
Well, isn't that the English thing? Keep working.
die with your boots on.
Yeah, it's the English thing. Just keep working, keep
Out on the
working, keep
road.
working. Americans will retire early, but the English should just keep going until they pass out. That's what I've noticed. Like English actors never go away till they die. It's like, what about you, Andy? What do you think about the 2 drummers who got fired and hired and fired?
Well, the first thing that I heard about Foo Fighters is that number one, it might have been too soon, and number two, maybe they just weren't vibing, just like you're saying. Maybe something just wasn't clicking. That's
what I'm thinking.
It just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. Now, when it comes to, okay, here's a question: who bought Zak Starkey his first drum kit? Does anybody know?
No.
Keith Moon, right?
Keith Moon.
Yeah.
Keith Moon bought him his first kit because Ringo never wanted him to be a drummer, and Keith Moon bought him a
And
drum set.
I think Keith Moon taught him a bit,
Yeah.
probably, taught him some things. So
Yeah, that's crazy that he would become the drummer of the Who, after Keith Moon
yeah,
and all that stuff. I thought that was cool. But when it comes to the Who, they should have. I don't know. I like the Who. I think we were talking about this on our chat group that I'm more of a greatest hits kind of guy when it comes to the Who, except for Who's Next and Live at Leeds. But I think it's time for them to hang it up. Anyway, it's been a while. Roger Daltrey just doesn't have it anymore. But
He says he's deaf and blind almost, so I don't know.
Pete Townsend's been deaf for like decades.
Yeah.
I really think this is the last go around for them.
Yeah,
though.
I
I really
so.
believe it.
Hey, have any of y'all ever seen them before? The Who?
Yeah, I saw them at the Hollywood Bowl like
I saw their
3
last
years
tour.
ago.
I've seen
They
them
were
tons
good.
of times, man.
I saw them with
2016,
I
2007,
saw
whatever the
with
last tour was.
I saw him with Liam Gallagher opening, and that was a shit show. Fuck, I hate that guy. God damn.
I bet you Zak Starkey's gonna go to Oasis.
Well, he was in there before.
Yeah, he drummed for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
But
All right.
he's got to be 50 something.
Yeah.
Zak Starkey?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's in his probably late 50s.
late 50s. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about the two drummers getting fired, Jerry?
I mean, like Andy said, it's got to be something to do with gelling together with the band, probably, and he probably didn't with Dave. I mean, it could be like the Cliff Burton effect, man. How they treated Jay. They didn't. I mean, Jason made the band, but supposedly they didn't make it easy on him at first. You know what I mean? When he joined the band,
They were grieving for Cliff. They treated him like shit.
And I know Dave was really, really, really upset about Taylor.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was kind of mutual. I don't know. Maybe Dave was like, "You're not playing this like Taylor. You're not playing this like Taylor." It's
Josh
like,
said he was devastated.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
devastated.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I really don't have anything else to say. I mean, it's kind of ballsy firing the son of a Beatles, like I said earlier, but that's the Who, I guess. Talking about two crusty old men, Roger Daltrey.
Well, they
Pete Townsend.
fired him and hired him back, and then fired him
Yeah.
again. It's like within 2 weeks. It's like, what the hell? Make up your mind, bitches.
They probably forgot that they rehired him. They said, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
They made a statement.
You probably want to know with the glasses and the nose and the mustache. Hi, I'm Joe. Hired.
Zak is 59 years old.
Yeah.
59. Oh wow. Okay. He put on the
I'm curious-
Groucho Marx.
Yeah, it's like I'm curious to see from Iron Maiden their new drummer they got. It's gonna be weird seeing somebody else behind the kit. I mean, Nick is the one that wants this 83.
It's 82,
Yeah,
83.
yeah, man. It's gonna be seeing
Nick-
weird somebody back there.
Nico's doing something down here in Clearwater or St. Pete. He's doing some sort of show.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I saw it advertised, man, on Facebook.
He
I
must
might
have a
go to-
place. He must have a place. Like I know he's got.
He has
He's
some
got
place
the
in
rock and roll
Florida.
ribs.
He has
got
a
the rock and roll
restaurant.
ribs.
Yeah, he has a restaurant. Yeah. Down near Ralph, I think, though. Down more
Yeah.
south. Yeah. So
Cool.
All right, so let's get to the last two stories real quick. Chris
Wow,
Jericho.
two more.
Ah, shut up. Chris Jericho claims Metallica pays opening acts very little. Let's go over that real quick. What the fuck does he know? Pantera probably didn't get paid little.
I think a lot of bands would actually pay Metallica to fucking be on the show.
That's what I mean.
That's a hell of a. I mean, that's exposure there, man. So I think bands are just happy to, be on the tour with them. Well, Pantera is very established and Suicidal, and I'm sure they kind of throw them a little more. But
Maybe Five Finger Donkey Punch got paid.
Probably depends
pennies.
on the band, If it's a more of an established band, that's probably why they don't take like big bands.
Ice Nine Kills My Ears probably got pennies.
The what?
Ice Nine Kills.
Ice
They
Nine
killed
Kills.
my ears. They sucked. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, man, that's a high-profile band. I mean, I mean, bands would. I'm like I said, a lot of bands would probably pay to be on that Metallica tour.
Yeah.
You know, so that, and you know, if a band is like halfway has a decent audience, they'll get money from merch and shit like that. So, you know.
Fozzy sucks, by the way. What do you think about that, Andy?
Well, you know what? I never knew that that the that the headliners paid their support acts.
I thought it was just a percentage of the ticket sales or something.
Yeah.
Well, then how
I
did
didn't know that
Dokken
the-
fucking survive?
I didn't know the band paid them. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous in itself that they do. And besides, you are on a major world tour. You're selling out almost 2 shows every day that you're out there with these guys. What are you complaining about? I mean, man, you're getting great exposure, and if you're good, you're
Well,
going to catch on.
Jericho's probably jealous that he's not on the Metallica tour.
Yeah.
Well, he did open fire and Maiden. He was horrible when I saw that. Fucking Fozzy sucked.
Yeah,
He was
Foz-
lip syncing his ass off on that fucking
Yeah,
show,
dude,
too.
that dude. For first of all, I don't think he belongs in music, and much less be given a microphone to talk about music.
No, not
They
at
should
all.
give us his show.
Yeah. Jerry, what do you think about that?
One of the best in wrestling behind the microphone, but one of the worst in music behind the microphone. Yeah, I was never. He's always been kind of a doofus, even in wrestling. People didn't really like him backstage. I
His
hear,
podcast is boring, by the way.
but
I've never heard
and
of it.
you guys mentioned this. Like, you can't compensate for the exposure you're getting for opening up a stadium tour with fucking Metallica. Like, I don't think Pretty Reckless is going to be bitching about their salary opening up for AC/DC.
No,
You know what I mean?
No.
But yeah, I mean, fuck Chris Jericho. His band Fozzy sucks.
Taylor Momsen said that her manager said, "Oh, you guys are making a new album, but you guys don't want to do anything." Well, if AC/DC calls or the Rolling Stones calls, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. And then he calls them, AC/DC and the Rolling Stones called, like, you to open up. Okay, we'll do that. So, she said that, and it came true. I heard that at Eddie Trunk. That was funny. But one last story: the bust of Jim Morrison was found. That was stolen 50 years ago from France.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah,
I think that's wild.
Awesome.
That's really all I gotta say on that. I don't want to spend dwell on it, but I think that's cool though. I mean, it found like somebody they just found it somewhere, or just somebody gave it back.
Just found it, came back. They found it, man. His gravesite.
Yeah, that's cool though, man.
Wait. Somebody put it back on his gravesite?
No, they found it.
Oh, I thought that's what you told me. They put it back on the
no,
gravesite.
it was stolen from his
Whoever took
gravesite
it.
50 years ago, dude.
Yeah, I remember that.
It.
I thought you were saying somebody put it back on the gravesite.
No, they found it.
All right.
All right. So what do you think about that, Andy?
Stealing a part of someone's headstone is terrible, but to miraculously appear 50 years later, that's crazy. That really is. It's like, where has it been this whole time? Who brought it back, or who had it this whole time? That's nuts. I mean, that's a good question that the whole rock and roll world wants to know. I mean, where's it been this whole time, and who did this?
Been with Jim.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I saw him the other day down at the TA. So
it's the same answer every time. It's Jim himself.
Yeah.
All right, man. So let's get to what we're doing, man. I'm just gonna say, I put all my U2 in chronological order, my 2 albums, and I left out Zooropa. There is no fucking song from Zooropa on it, even though I do like Stay. I just had to get that out there. So Andy, take over, man.
Okay, the way that I did this, I made a double album out of this, 4 sides. Each side has a theme, and these songs will go in there. Now anybody else can do the way they want. Now, I'm surprised that we have not done a best U2 album. I'm very surprised we haven't done this. So I thought that they deserve to have a double album, because
Jerry
there's quite a bit. And in fact, I know that's why I called his The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly when Jerry comes up. But I was left over with like 4 or 5 more songs that I couldn't fit into this album. So I know that when we did a review on their album a couple weeks ago, I said that U2 is not one of my top 10 bands. Well, I was thinking today on the way home from work, I was telling myself, as people were honking at me to go, I was thinking, you know what? They have to be one of my top 10 bands. I have enjoyed them so much this past week of going through these songs. So yeah, you know, so I'm very excited to do this. It's kind of like the Blackspinner Circle and the BS sessions together. It's like one of those crossover episodes. So I'm excited about this. This is cool.
Cool.
So I'm sorry, I'm not used to being the host. So
You've done it before on here.
I know. So I was thinking we could do 3 songs per set, so that we don't lag for too long. Because we are going to be going through a lot of songs here, and so let's do 3 at a time. So let's start off with. Let's go with Al, and then we'll go to Jerry, we'll go to Mark, and then I will be the last one.
All right.
All right, so go for it, Al.
All right, so the way I did it, I didn't do it as an LP. I did it as just like a double CD, 2 CDs.
Yeah, same thing, me too.
11 tracks each CD, and I went in chronological order as well.
Same.
So the first one is going to be Out of Control, but it's going to be from the U2 3 EP. This is an original This is an original pressing of this, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I got this at Vintage Vinyl in New Jersey. They were going out of business. They were shutting down. The owner was retiring, and I got this at a really good price, man, because it's worth a lot on Discogs. And I also got when they released it on Record Store Day. I got the Record Store Day version. So but yeah, this is an original one, man.
Oh wow, that's
from
cool.
1979.
Wow.
If you look it up on Discogs, it goes for some money, dude. But and this is in pristine condition. Anyway, Out of Control from this version, because they re-recorded it for Boy. So, but I'm going with the first version, the EP version there, and then I'm gonna go. I gotta start with I Will Follow. That was always one of my favorite songs. The first song on Boy, and I always loved this song. And then I'm gonna go with 11 O'Clock TikTok, which was a single. It wasn't included. It wasn't on the original Boy, but it was on a deluxe edition when it came out. But it was released as a single. It was a single. I love that song.
I just remember that on Under Blood Red Sky.
Under Blood Red Sky.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that.
I went with the single version on this one. So yeah, Out of Control, I Will Follow, 11 O'Clock TikTok are my first 3 songs.
Awesome. All right, Jerry, how are you going to do this, man? I'm very curious to.
I'm gonna do a double CD. I'm calling it Hits and Shits.
All right.
First one will be hit songs that I like, and the second album's gonna be total fucking drizzling shit songs. So
you're probably going to make my vagina itchy on that.
We'll start out with the hits.
Thing.
We'll start out with the hits. I'm gonna start with the first 2 tracks off the Unforgettable Fire. It's a sort of homecoming.
Call it thrilling hits and drizzling shits.
There you go. That's a good one. I'm rechanging it to that. So I'm going with the first 2 songs off the Unforgettable Fire because I do like them all the way up to Joshua Tree and actually Rattle and Hum. After that, but the first 2 songs off Unforgettable Fire I think are amazing. It's sort of Homecoming and Pride. And you mentioned off Boy, I Will Follow. Great fucking song. The band was so hungry back then, dude. I don't know. Their sound was just so rebellious and in your face. And that's what drew me to them at first. They just went away from that, I think, in my opinion, which is their right, and they had their fans or whatever, but it didn't appeal to me. That's why I lost interest in them. But those are my first 3 songs.
All right, Mark, what are you going
So what is it? The first? So was it Unforgettable Fire and
Pride in the Name of Love?
Okay, and then I Will Follow.
And then I Will Follow. Yes.
Okay. So you're not going across. You're doing kind of all over the place. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to do I'm not going to spend that much time.
That's
on
good.
YouTube.
Good. Drizzling shits.
Thrilling hits and drizzling shits. I love it.
I'm more excited to hear about the drizzling shits.
I kind of am. So my vagina itches like Ralph Fiera, you know. So
All right, Mark. I'm
Mark.
very excited about yours too because
Speaking of
you're
drizzling
more
shits, I'll be right
into than
back.
I am. So I'm very excited to see how you're into yours.
Well, a lot of albums I have one or two songs off of because I wanted to get to the later era because I really love the last three U2 albums. I wanted to get them in there, and that's why Zooropa was not mentioned in this fucking album. I kind of like my greatest hits and deep cuts by them. It's just fucking I Will Fall, great song. I could have put that on there, but I put Out of Control by Boy, and then I went to Gloria from October, and then Like a Song from War.
Oh, great one.
Yeah, so those are my three first songs on my first CD.
Okay, so my albums are all going to have themes. Side one is going to be called Anthems. Side two are going to be ballads. Side three are going to be their adventurous side, their experimental side. 'Cause they're very experimental on there. And then side four will be hits. So my side one, I'm going to start off with anthems, and of course you got to kick it off with "I Will Follow."
Great
I mean
song.
that's just, I mean you have to, because when you drop that needle down, it's just fantastic. "I Will Follow," and my second song on there is going to be off of Joshua Tree, "Where the Streets Have No Name." Great song. I absolutely love that song. I think I like it more now as an adult than I did when it first came out. It's really been hitting me a lot differently lately. And then "Pride in the Name of Love" will be my third anthem track on side one.
That really
So
is an amazing song. It
yeah.
really is.
So I will go with "I Will Follow," where the, oh, you know what? I'm sorry. It's not. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm sorry. "I Will Follow," "Where the Streets Have No Name," and "Pride in the Name of Love." Those are my three songs.
Okay.
All right. All right. Al.
All right, so number four, I'm gonna go with Gloria from October. Always love that one.
Great.
The opening song in there. I'm also gonna go with Rejoice from October.
Good one.
Love that song, man. October doesn't get a lot. It seems like October gets a little lost in the shuffle sometimes because it's in between Boy and War. But I think October is a great album in its own right.
Great.
Um, I'm going. So that's 4, 5, and then 6. I'm going with for my favorite album by them, War. I'm going with Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Great fucking
I
track.
mean I mean when I first heard that song, and that song is just so relevant today as it was when it was first released. But this is my favorite. This is the first U2 album I ever got, ever.
Yeah.
And seeing those videos on MTV and then the Under a Blood Red Sky versions and all that stuff, man, I was just like, wow, this band is pretty damn good, dude. So um my brother actually bought. I remember he bought the CD in like 1985. It was like the first CD he ever bought that me and him ever got. But he bought it even before he ever even got a CD player because he knew he was going to get one eventually. But CDs were a new format, dude, and like in 1985, it wasn't very common in the stores yet
Nope.
because it was a you know it wasn't like mass produced yet.
Right.
But I remember, I think he knew somebody in Crazy. You guys remember Crazy Eddie?
Yeah.
Well, my cousin used to work in Crazy Eddie. He used
We
to
got
be
Crazy Gideon here.
so. I remember when my brother went. I think the CDs back then were like $20, $25. They were expensive, man. They were not cheap. And my cousin rang him up for like, and my brother paid like a quarter for it, like 25 cents, man, just so he can open the register and put something in there. Because back then it wasn't really like all this electronic shit like it is now and stuff. So, but anyway, I don't know. You think he'll get popped all these years later, fucking 40 years later, you know? Um, so yeah, Sunday Play Sunday. That's my number 6 for more.
Awesome. All right, Jerry.
All right.
Your next three.
I want to say I will. The one consistent thing through YouTube, their whole career, is the amazing bass playing by Adam Clayton. Man,
Yeah.
He's underrated,
Outs-
dude.
outstanding bass player. Every
Agreed.
album, even the shitty songs, his bass is just, I think, amazing. So I'll prop out to him about it. He's my favorite member of the band. But New Year's Day will be my next song off it. Great fucking song. MTV, that's how I, talk about great bass line. There you go, right there. And then my next song will be Off Rattle, one of my favorite songs by U2, Desire. What a great song that is, dude. Love the acoustic on it. I love the riff to it. Great song. And then Al mentioned this one, Sunday Bloody Sunday, man. If you're young growing up on MTV, that did they ever do a video or just a live video?
Or
That's just a live one.
Yeah, okay. I thought you mentioned something about the
It was
video.
Under
for
a
that.
Blood Red Sky.
Yeah, Under a Blood Red Sky.
Yeah, remember
New Year's Day had a proper video.
Yeah, it did.
with the snow and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this isn't a rebel song. This is he fucking pissed off the IRA saying that. So I was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, dude, it's like back then. I think they were just so. I don't know. They were just. I would actually call them relevant. They really were. I know people. You're going to say they still are relevant, this and that. Musically, I don't think they are, but that's just my opinion.
All right.
But they had their error for me, so I'm not going to say they sucked from the beginning. I do like the early U2, so those are my next three songs.
For me, that's my best. That's my favorite too.
The only thing I have of U2, by the way, the
Oh,
singles, greatest hits.
All right, Mark, what are your next three, man?
Oh, my second song off War. Two Hearts Beat as One. I love
That's a
this.
good song. That's a good song.
Hearts beat you can't stop the dance. Baby, this is my last chance. I love that fucking song. And then I'm gonna go my next three, but I'm not gonna say them all from Unforgettable Fire. Because I love War. I did get into War first, Al, because of the MTV videos and fucking Under a Blood Red Sky. I got the CD and a DVD of that. It comes in a package. Fucking really good. I wish I had released that on 4K. Remaster that shit. It's fucking one of the. I want to see a concert at Red Rocks. We should all get together and find a show that's playing there and fly into Red Rocks.
I always wanted to go to that too.
Yeah.
I almost went to see Rush out in Red Rocks,
Oh,
man.
that would
I
be
didn't go.
amazing.
Yeah.
Be amazing to go see us. And then my second song is like one of the best songs of all time. Pride in the Name of Love. Love that fucking song. And then A Sort of Homecoming. I love that song, but not the studio version. I got to go with the live version of that song. The live version is so much better. The studio version is kind of like, what do you call, no balls?
Trite.
It's like really boring. But when I
Not
heard
to me.
when I heard the live version, it's so much better. And then my favorite song off the Unforgettable Fire is the title track. Oh wait, I went too far. I stopped with the Sort of Homecoming.
Right.
There you go.
Right. So I'm going to continue on side one of mine. I'm still on the anthems, and I'm going to go with. Golly, I numbered these weird. Believe it or not. I'm going to go with. This is going to be the leadoff track off of All That You Can't Leave Behind. Beautiful Day. It's my fourth track. And my fifth track is going to be off of Rattle and Hum, Angel of Harlem. I love that song. I love that it's about Billie Holiday. I really like that whole Rattle and Hum, what it meant when they were giving back to the American to the roots of American music. I really liked that because it taught me a lot when I was a kid about about American roots of rock. And I am going to go with for the last track on side one for me for anthems off of Unforgettable Fire, Bad. I absolutely love Bad.
Great
That
song.
is so. I'm wide awake. I mean, dude, just so much passion.
But
Emotion.
can I say something about the Bad track?
Yeah.
Today is the anniversary of the EP Wide Awake in America with the best live version of that song.
Yeah, I got that on that. I got that one on vinyl.
I need to get Wide Awake in America. I love that fucking EP.
I've got that on vinyl and on cassette.
I have
The
it on CD.
emotion Bono sings live is unfiltered. from
Yeah.
anybody I've ever seen live.
Yeah, I mean,
He
you
makes
can
you, he
hear
can
it
make
in
you
his
cry. He can make you cry. That good.
It's a fantastic anthem, and I
Yes.
absolutely love it. So that's my end of side one. Go for it, Al. What do you got going on?
All right. So right now I'm on number 7. So going back to the War album. I got to go New Year's Day because that's another song that just spoke to me as a kid. And then I'm gonna go with 40, but I'm gonna go with the 40 is the last track on War and on Under a Blood Red Sky. I'm going with the live version on Under a Blood Red Sky. I love the way the crowd like at the band one by one gets off the stage until like Larry's the last one on there with the drums and the crowd is just singing along. It's just so freaking awesome. I always love that version, man. Um, and then I'm gonna go with Wire from Unforgettable Fire.
Oh, great.
I think that's a great song. Unforgettable Fire, like I don't spin that one enough, man. I should.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a
Yeah.
great album. I do have it. I have it on vinyl as well. Here, I have the limited edition wine colored vinyl
Nice.
here.
I
So,
got the original one on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, me too.
so it's New Year's Day, 40 from Under a Blood Red Sky, and then Wire.
Great fucking picks, man. Wire has so much emotion, man. Fucking love that song.
Yeah, and I love Edge's guitar in that.
Oh god, Edge is so underrated. Everybody says he plays through stacks. He's not a real guitar player. Fuck you.
Yeah, but he has his own sound, which is
Yes.
everybody wants to achieve that. Every guitar player wants to achieve their own sound. He has
Yeah.
it. When you hear him, you know right away
You
who
know
it
it's
is.
the Edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you know
Yeah.
what? So what? He plays with echo, but he knows how to use it to his advantage. You
Yes.
know, he knows how to play off of it, and he knows how to play lines, guitar lines, and all that stuff with it. You know, so hey, he made it original, man.
Yep.
Hey, he gave Tom Morello a career. You think about it.
Yeah, Tom Morello kind of took his blueprint and kind of went
Yes,
with it
exactly.
a little bit of a different way, but same principle.
Yeah.
You know, so or who's next anyway?
Well, Andy's
No, Jerry is. I'm done.
All right, my next track is you're talking about Edge's guitar sound. Where the Streets Have No Name. I mean, that delay effect he uses, the delay in I think it's something like a delay in a chorus mix or something like that. I'm kind of rusty with my effect sounding, but yeah, I mean, that was a cool tune. I remember the Joshua Tree, or not, yeah, the Joshua, no, Joshua Tree. Yeah, sorry. I remember all those songs being all over MTV. That and a couple other ones, I'm sure that'll be on my list later, some of the other ones, but it was a cool tune. I mean, it was really cool flow to it. I like the riff to it. It's simple, believe it or not. I mean, it's like 2 or 3 different notes, really. It's really easy, but it's cool sounding. So you don't have to play a million miles an hour, a million different things, and have something sound cool. And so that's number 1. And then my next one is the only song I got on post Rattle and Hum, and I have to admit, it's a fucking incredible song, and that is One. I mean, that is a beautiful song.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it really is. So I can't deny that. And my next song, holy shit, this is a great song. I talked about this song a lot when we did the U2 review, is Bullet the Blue Sky. That reminded me of old U2, man. It was hard and heavy and just pounded in your face. I love that song.
Great.
So that one definitely was on my list. So that's my next 3.
My turn?
Yeah.
So I already kind of gave you a sneak preview. The Unforgettable Fire, the title track for the Unforgettable Fire. I just love the atmospheric of that song. It's like a carnival, wheels turning. The images that Bono puts in your head with those lyrics is just like, even the video is pretty fucking black and white, cool fucking shit going on. I have they played this song live? I've never seen it live. I've never heard it live.
Titled Unforgettable Fire?
Yeah.
I think they have.
They should more because that song rules. And then Jerry, you picked Bullet the Blue Sky. I got to pick that. Man, it's a great song. First of my 3 off the Joshua Tree. And then Exit, how I raved about this song on the Joshua Tree episode. This is like one of my favorite fucking Adam Clayton on bass on this song, man. And the Edge just going off. And the band just jams at the end with no Bono. It's like a fucking great jam. And then that's my 3.
Awesome. So I'm flipping my album to side 2. Now I'm getting to the ballads. These are my some of my favorite ballads because I couldn't fit them all. I'm going to start off with the first track is going to be off of Octung Baby. Who's going to ride your wild horses?
Great
Oh,
song.
great one.
I almost
Absolutely
picked
love
that one.
that song. It's so good. And then my next track, my next ballad, is going to be off of all that you can't leave behind. Walk on. And
Okay,
my
that's a
third
great
pick,
one.
yeah,
That's a great one.
I love that album. I absolutely love that album. And my next one I'm going to go with is I should have really written these down in order. Hold on, give me a moment to find it. Oh wow. I said 2 2. I need 2 3. Oh, 2 3. Again, this is going to be off of Auction Baby. Until the End of the World.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one.
So those are my first 3 songs on the ballad side. So go for it, Al.
Okay, we're on track 10 on CD 1. I'm going with Bad from Unforgettable Fire. Then I'm gonna go to Wide Awake in America. I'm gonna go Love Comes Tumbling.
Yeah.
Great. I think that's a great track, man. I love that song. That ends my first CD. Going to CD 2. I gotta open it up where the streets have no name. It's just a great opening track on Joshua Tree, and it's a great opening track for like the second disc. So, and I've always loved that song. That's one of my favorites from Joshua Tree. I know there's more deep cuts on there, but that one's a very played song on the radio, but I still love that song, man.
But it's great.
I loved when they opened the concerts with that, man. Just kind of with that whole kind of fading in, swelling, you know, it's just emotional. Or even like in the middle, or even like towards the end of the concert when they started playing as an encore, you just kind of knew what was coming, and everybody would just go nuts, you know, for that song. So that's my opening on disc 2. So we're on that one.
All right, Jerry.
All right, my last 2 on the hits, the thrilling hits before we get to the drizzling shit. Angel of Harlem, man, what another great song. Andy mentioned that before. Off Rattle and Hum, love that song. And then I still haven't found what I'm looking for, dude. One of those songs. You talk about Edge's guitar sound, man. They're perfect example. Delay, chorus, cool song. I think the video was filmed in Las Vegas, if I remember right. It was actually in front of real people, I think, too, when they were filming. Real people on the streets.
Oh, really?
I think so, if I remember right. It was kind of cool.
I thought Vegas was a different video. Okay.
It might have been. I don't know.
I think that's where the streets have no name. They
no, the streets have no name were the one they're on top of the roof.
Oh, there was another one off that where
that actually got shut down by the cops.
Like the Beatles.
Yeah.
All right, then then we got to the drizzling shit side, and the first song was the ultimate fucking turd is Lemon. Holy shit, what a terrible song that is, man.
I agree with that.
What's up with the Bono and Mephisto shit, dude? What kind of weird crap?
And that was cool. That was cool live, but
whatever. Song sucks. The stupid ass video, and he's like a white face and Lemon.
I remember Beavis and Butthead had that video on. They fell asleep on the couch.
That's one. I mean, that's one you. I mean, that was Octune Baby, right?
No, that was Zooropa.
No, that's Zooropa.
Oh, Zooropa. Okay, whatever. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, the only album I don't have a song by on here, I think.
Well, that's probably why I have Lemon, because it's a terrible fucking song.
It is.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of songs that are the only good song out there is "Stay." To me,
just I mean, that actually might be the worst song on this list, but we'll see when we get to it.
I agree with that.
That's my next 3.
Mark, what's wrong with you?
Well, I'm gonna go with the Without You from Joshua Tree. That song is just fucking amazing. Studio, live, or whatever they do it. The song just hits me hard. I love it.
Which one?
With or Without You.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then that's my 3 from Joshua Tree. And then I'm gonna end my side 1, my disc 1, with God Part 2 from Rattle and Hum. Because that fucking rhythm, that fucking when it go, I believe it, and he's like, fucking Edge is just going off. The band is just going off on this song. And it's like, it's got, I don't believe in the devil. I don't believe his lies. And I believe, and it goes, I believe in love.
Damn.
I love
I got
that.
I got some fucking sunburn today, didn't I?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna start my side 2 with Acrobat from Tongue Baby. I love that fucking song. Deep track. Fucking love it.
And I'm going to continue on. So I'm going to finish my 2 ballads, and then I'm going to hit a adventurous side of you too. So my 4th track on ballads is going to be once again off of all that you can't believe, all that you can't leave behind, stuck in a moment that you can't get out. I love that song.
Great song. Great song.
My last track on ballads is going to be off of, I think this is off of Rattle and Hum. All I Want Is You.
No, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's off of.
That's a great, that ends the album. That's a fucking great song.
It does. And
that ends the album.
It's such a detached song from the whole album. That's why I had to ask. Because it doesn't sound like it even belongs on there.
But it ends it well.
Yeah, it does. And it ends it well because it sounds like it has no business being on there. So now I'm on my side 3, and I'm going to start off my adventurous track. And I'm going to start off my adventurous track with the title track to Zooropa. The thing with this side 3, it's going to show how great musicians these 4 guys are. The bass, drum, the things that they do with the guitars.
I like that title track, actually. I like that song.
Oh, yeah, it's a great song. It's very adventurous. It's very inventiveness that they're still pushing the envelope this deep into their career. It's amazing. And I do like parts of Zooropa more than Mark does. Now, Pop, I could really do without. I got nothing. I got nothing from Pop on here, but Zooropa,
that was a fun review.
I think Pop is better live than on the studio, so that's why I like that album a lot, because live tracks are great.
So it's your go now, Al.
All right, going with track 2 on my disc 2. I'm going with Bullet the Blue Sky from Joshua Tree. I always love that song.
That's a fucking banger of a song, man. It really is.
That's a metal song right there.
Andy just mentioned this one. The ending of Rattle and Hum with All I Want Is You. There's something about Edge's guitar in that just, it's, I don't know, it just, and Bono, the way Bono sings, and it's just emotional. And I love the strings that they incorporate in there at the end. It's really, really cool, man. And I love that song. That song is like pretty emotional. Like, I love Bono singing on that. And then going to Octoon Baby, I'm gonna go with the opening track, Zoo Station. I remember first hearing when I first heard Octoon Baby, it was pretty jarring to me, man. I was like, holy shit, like, what the hell's going on with you two, man? Like, it was just such a 180-degree departure from like Joshua Tree, completely like different band. You know, they went away. They went away.
That was the one after Rattle and Hum, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they went away for like two years, and then came back in '91, and then with Octoon Baby, and I heard Zeus. I went out and bought the CD and put it in. Zoo Station, man, opens up with like this fucking distorted like Edge guitar, and I don't know, it's just kind of these almost kind of like industrial like drums and shit, and off it goes, man. I was like, wow, dude, this is crazy, man. How different they are. So it's gonna be Bullet the Blue Sky. All I Want Is You. Zoo Station is my next 3.
Great.
You know, when Octoon Baby first came out, I always skipped Zoo Station like for years, and then one day it came on like it was just like on a random on a CD thing. I was like, that is fucking awesome. Why did I skip this? Because it sounded different.
Yeah,
you know, it sounded different. So I would go.
Like, it was all, remember, like, you know, in the beginning of the song, like the drums hit and they're like real distorted. It almost sounds like something's wrong with your speakers. You know what I mean? Like your speakers are like fucking like ripped.
I thought the same thing, man.
So yeah, at first I was like, dude, what the hell's wrong with my speakers? But then it was part of the whole like production of it. You know, they went to Berlin and they they immersed themselves in like German culture.
They
like
wanted the Bowie sound. They
the
wanted
whole the whole underground like dance scene that was going
Yeah.
on in Berlin in the early '90s. You know,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah, they did a whole like Bowie kind of thing, reinvented themselves. You know, so
The thing
And
is about Uktung, baby, that is a future review that me and Eddie kind of Strachey have been talking about for a while. So I need to get you and
I'd love
Andy
to
on
be
that
on there
episode.
too.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I would love to talk about
And
it.
still the Beastie Boys, you know, the album Paul's Boutique. That's another Eddie. And
I will
Jerry,
be out of
I'd love
town
to-
next
Jerry,
month.
you're gonna fucking listen to that. You gave me some shit
I
I'd
will-
love
albums.
to be on that one too.
You
man.
gave me that Paul Diano album, dude.
I will be out of town on the third week of June, so that'd be a perfect week to do that album.
Hey, fuck you. I want you on there to torture you.
What album?
Paul's Boutique by Beastie Boys.
Oh, dude, I love that album. Man.
Yeah, right? All right, where are we at, Andy?
Oh yeah, we are with Jerry. No, wait, are we with Jerry? Yes,
Yeah, I'll
we are
just
with
one of
Jerry.
those.
Yeah, I just did my 3.
He's on
Yeah.
the shits and thrit. or
All
whatever.
right, to keep the
Drizzle.
drizzling shits going, boy, we're really getting to the two flushers here, man.
Two years.
Holy crap, this song totally fucking blows. The sweetest thing. What an awful song that is, dude. Whoa, whoa, the sweetest thing. You got
That's
blue
bad.
skies. What a
That's
That's a
shitty
bad
song.
song.
That's just
That's a bad
that's
song.
amazing. That gets clogged, actually. You had to like work that fucking shit out. But and the next song, oh God, I remember seeing this video the first time I ever heard it. What the hell are they doing? Discotheque. What the fuck is up with that song? Terrible. Awful song. The video weird. Just
They were like the
I-
village.
I'm
they were
gone.
Like the
I'm
they were like
done.
The village people.
Edge walking out there.
And you're
Okay,
okay,
I'm-
you're okay with Kiss doing disco.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, that whatever. I think Discotheque's better than I Was Made for Loving You. And
Oh, absolutely
Twice on,
not.
twice
Oh,
on Sundays.
I think you're smoking
and
crack. but that's just my opinion.
twice on Sundays because
Yeah,
it's not as
right.
disco-y as that shit.
Yeah,
Hey, Jerry, I agree with your 2 picks right here. So keep going.
all right.
Yeah,
My next one
I'm
is-
there too.
Yeah.
And the next one, Jesus Christ. I mean, this it was just weird because Edge was rapping or mumbling whatever he was doing in the video. Numb.
Oh, that
What
song
a
does suck. I agree with that one
fucking
big time.
What is up with the video? Was disgusting, rubbing feet on his face and shit like that. I don't know. I would rub my ass on his face. That song sucked so bad. But
Jerry, I give you a thumbs up on that one. That one sucks.
I'd be like right on his fucking face with that fucking shitty song, dude. But
Yeah, all
Yeah.
3 of them are bad. Yeah.
I mean,
I like Discotheque.
Oh, dude, I don't like this.
I didn't like it at
I'm
first.
if you like them, that's cool. I'm just having fun with to make the show funny. But
Yeah, drizzling shits, man.
exactly, and those 3 songs exemplify how to not be a U2 fan anymore in my books. And those 3 songs definitely exemplify that.
But you're right. I do agree on those 3 songs. All right, Mark.
Yeah, on my next 3, I'm gonna pick a song.
The next 3 are the ones that Jerry just.
Yeah, probably.
No, I hate Numb. I only like Discotheque out of the 3 he said.
There's
so.
Mark wiping my ass.
No, I'm gonna go with because it's not the studio version of the song. It's from Pop, but it's live in Chicago. One of those live DVDs they did. Gone. That song is fucking amazing. Lyrically, it's a great song. On the album, it was neutered, but when they did it live, it was fucking amazing. I love the live version of Gone so much. And then I'm leaving Pop and going for All You Can't Leave Behind from 2000, a song called Kite.
Yeah.
Love fucking Kite.
Yeah.
And then I'm still going to All You Can't Leave Behind, Beautiful Day. That's my next 3.
Yeah. Dude, that was a really great late album.
Yes.
It
It's
really was.
backwards, but hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
It wasn't actually.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
So what do you do? I missed it.
Who?
Eh,
What happened?
All right.
I
Well, I'll
missed it
just
too. I was looking at boobs. Sorry.
All right. So I'm continuing on my adventurous side, and I wanted to thank Mark Alden Taylor for this one because I had forgotten about the song until 30 years later. Exit is my second track on side 3. Amazing song, Mark. Thank you so much for bringing that back to my attention. And my track 3 on this album is going to be off of Octoon Baby, The Fly. I think was
I
an
love that one
adventurous
too.
track.
I
Great
love that
song.
one
The
too.
Fly. And this one is not as adventurous, but the drums and bass are fantastic on here. And this is going to be off of what's the name of that album? How to Dismantle
An
an
Atom
Atomic
Bomb.
Bomb.
You know what? Can I
Love
say
and Peace.
something? I
Yeah, sure.
fucked up after Acrobat. It should have been The Fly. So I fucked up. I skipped The Fly. But go ahead. You
Okay.
reminded me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Love and Peace or Else.
Great
I
song.
love the drums and bass on that, and I know it's not too adventurous, but I love that song, and I had to put it on somewhere. It just didn't fit on the other side, so I put it there. Great song, great album. That album is fantastic, and when they did the additional tracks to it that was released, I don't know, I think it was last year.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many great songs on that album that could have been hits.
I got that. I
Crazy.
got that bonus CD. I bought it
Oh,
digitally.
did you?
Yeah.
What's it called? How to Assemble an Atomic Bomb, right?
Yeah. How to Assemble Atomic Bomb.
Yeah.
Really good stuff,
Dude,
man.
so good.
I didn't want to buy the box set because I already got the vinyl, so
Right.
I bought that separate thing. Well,
Okay, so
well,
they
Bob,
do sell it
Bob,
separate.
I'm gonna say Bob Hay gave me that part. So,
Okay,
even though I don't like that guy anymore, but yeah,
but they do sell it by itself, though, huh?
yeah, I think so. You could get it digitally by itself. Yeah.
Oh, digitally. I want a hard copy of it because I got it. I stream it, but I want a hard copy of it. I gotta look for it. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere. I'm pretty sure I'll find it like 18 years later down the road somewhere. I always do. All right, Al. What are your next 3, man?
Sticking with Octoon Baby, So Cruel. Always
Oh,
love
yeah.
that song, man. I love the way
Great
Bono
song.
sings that. I love the sparseness, just with the piano and kind of, it's like a very sparse, like produced song, but it's just so effective, man.
Yes.
There's
The
no,
words.
I mean, honestly, man, I love all of Octoon Baby. Like the whole album is
Me
fucking
too.
unbelievable, man. Um, I'm going to pop, and I'm gonna go with Gone as well. I'm going with the album version. I think that's the best song on that album, in my opinion.
I agree with you on that.
Um, and then I'm gonna go to All You Can't Leave Behind, which was a great. This was the first tour that I saw them on. Actually, All You Can't Leave Behind, which it was a month after 9/11 at Madison Square Garden. One of the most emotional shows like I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah, I bet.
And one of the songs they did that night was this one, Walk On.
Great
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, beautiful song. I just love it, man. It's a great song.
I know that this album was not made for 9/11, or maybe it was because they got a great song on there called New
It
York.
came out a year. It came
It
out a
was
year before it
2000. It
happened.
was the year 2000. It came out.
Okay, a year before. Okay, that's what I thought. But dude, I put them together so much all
I
the
know.
time. It reminds
New
me
York?
so much of
It's
that.
like-
To me, it was like being in that area, and it affected me. Like I mean, I was right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
right.
saw the smoke and shit, didn't you?
Yeah, I smelt it in the
Yeah.
air, and
Oh man.
I mean, it was just unbelievable. And to me, U2 was like probably the perfect band like to see after that tragedy. Because I mean, Bono just lifted everybody. He was like the perfect, like, I don't know, man. It was like uplifting. I mean, my wife and I, we weren't married yet. We were just dating at the time, but that was our first U2 concert together, and we were sobbing, dude. It was like we were crying at that show. One of the few concerts I've ever cried at. When they were doing one and they were showing the victims' names on the
The
screen.
Super Bowl. The Super Bowl.
Well, they
Yeah,
did that. They did that here at the concert too,
Right.
and I was just like, it just tore into me, man. But like there was just certain songs, man, just like Walk On. Like Bono was just like, New York, you're gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this, and just in typical Bono fashion, he
Right.
was like, it's like he could talk to the last guy in the last row at the end of the arena and just bring him in. You know what I mean? It's just he had that kind of knack. He had that way,
Yep.
And
Yep.
I think New York needed them at that time, and they were like the perfect band.
Dude, the guy lifts everybody up. Any show you see that, you come out of there feeling good. It's like the guy is a great front man, one of the best front men I've ever seen in my life. And it's like my ex-wife was sobbing.
Him in his
watching him.
prime, dude, he was one of the best, man.
He still is. I seen him like 3 years
And
ago. Really
he
great.
still has the record for the biggest dump.
Whatever.
So Walk On is my last one there.
That was a funny South Park episode. Come on.
The Tom Brady one's better, but
All right, Jerry, what are your next three, man?
All right, my next three. These aren't as bad as the last three, but they still suck. I know it was all serious before, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to try to bring a lightheartedness to the show now. Stuck in a Moment. Just that song used to piss me off at work all the time because it was on all the time on the Walmart radio. But not as bad as the next song. Look, you're going to say, how can I hate this song? Well, when you only have 3 or 4 workers trying to unload 2 trucks at night at Walmart, you kind of get pissed off when you hear certain songs. And A Beautiful Day. There were listen to that. A beautiful day. Fuck you. No, it's not. Tonight is going to be a good night by the Black Eyed Peas. Used to just totally piss me off when they came out.
I like that song.
But and then this next one, you're probably going to get on me, but I didn't like it before. I didn't like it doing the review of this album, but I never liked With or Without You, man. That song was boring to me. Even Adam's bass lines of that are underwhelming. It says boom, 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 boom. I mean, there's just nothing. I mean, it was a big hit. It was the first single off that album, right?
Yeah.
Was it? I can't remember. But
I remember the exclusive MTV premiere of that. I love it.
It was exclusive, all right. Just wasn't very good. But I'm glad I was able to like some of the album of the Joshua Tree, like, Bolt the Blue Sky, Was Streets Have No Name. I did like a lot of songs off that album, but that song just never could get into that song. Anyway, that's my next three.
And you were just upset because Ross and Rachel broke up.
I was. It sucked when that happened, but life goes on, man.
He kept playing that song, I remember.
Yeah. It was tough, man. But that's my next three.
All right, Mark, what are your next three? And those aren't bad songs. I like those songs.
All right. Well, I said I messed up. I forgot to put The Fly. That was after Acrobat, and I skipped that one. So that was after Acrobat. But I'm going to go to How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. I like this song. Every time I hear it, I got to play it 3 or 4 times. City of Blinding Lights.
Yeah. In
a city of blinding light. I love the Edge's guitar's tone on that song. It's just a sing-along song. And then back to How to Dismantle an Anabob. You already picked this. Love, Peace, or Else. Love that fucking song.
Good song, yeah.
And then I skip. My third one is Moment of Surrender from No Line on the Horizon. I love that fucking song. So that's my 3.
All right. And I am finishing my side 3. I am finishing my adventurous side. This song's not very adventurous, but I love it. It's kind of hit on side 2 of All That You Can't Leave Behind. When I Look at the World, I absolutely love that song. The lyrics are just so great. I can't wait any longer. I can't wait until I'm stronger. Just absolutely love it. It's so good. And now, side 4, now I get to the hits. I'm going to start off with my favorite U2 song. It might even be one of my favorite songs. It's got to be one of my top 5s. And I was streaming it. I was streaming a YouTube channel when I was coming on. We were talking about this the other day. I pulled into my neighborhood and the song came on. So I went around the neighborhood a couple of times before I got home. And of course, U2 won. Absolutely love One. It's such a great, great song. Every time it's such an emotional track for me. And my second track for the hits, I'm going to go with I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. When I was a kid or when it came out, I always thought of it as talking about a girl. You still haven't found that special one. Well, I already have. I've got my wife. So now when I hear the song, I'm thinking of it that I still haven't found that higher power. I still haven't seen God yet. I've gone through so much and I still haven't found that. I'll find it when I'm dead. That's what that song always reminds me. What makes me think of it. That's why the meaning has changed for me for that song. So I still haven't found what I'm looking for. It's my third track on this roundabout. All right, Al, go for it.
All right. So continuing from All That You Can't Leave Behind, I'm going with Kite. That was mentioned before. I was just listening to that song today, and it really actually got me a little bit emotional because I read that Bono wrote that for his daughters, and he wrote that about one day, when you have kids or whatever. I mean, Jerry's the only one that has kids, so you have kids that are older, right?
35 this year.
Yeah. So I mean, when your kids are starting to get older, like it's almost like you have to let them go. It's like a kite. You kind of let them go, and where they don't have to rely on you anymore. And I was just thinking about that because my daughter's 17 now. It's gonna get to the point where she's gonna go out on her own, and it kind of got me emotional, like thinking about that. So, and the way like Bono sings in it, and I just kind of slide guitar, it's like really
Yeah.
really kind of like it adds to the emotion actually. So that was always one of my favorites on that album. I love that song, man. Um, this next one might be a little surprising, but I actually really like this song. It was when they came out with that compilation, 1990 to 2000, Electrical Storm. It was the new
Oh,
song that
great
was
song.
on there. So I actually really like that song. It got played some airplay and then it just kind of fizzled out. You don't really hear that song too much anymore. But I always dug that song. I thought it was a great new track on that compilation. So
Yeah.
Electrical Storm was my next one, and then my next one, which is the second to last, City of Blinding Lights from
Yeah.
How to Dismantle. I
Great
love the way
fucking
they
song.
opened up the shows with that song, and the way like they had these lights and these lights on the stage, man. It's just like the lights just kind of traveled up and down, and it's kind of a pretty cool stage effect, on that tour. So that's probably that might be my favorite song on that album.
Great
I
song.
like I don't like all of it. How to Dismantle. I like some of it. That's when you two started losing me. It was that one kind of started losing me a little bit there. After that album, I kind of fell off with them. Admittedly, I would still want to go see them live, but the albums, man, just kind of didn't like speak to me that much anymore. So, and I know I could probably revisit them, and I'll probably get a new lease on life with them. I don't know, dude. I really love the old. There's just a certain period of YouTube where I really love it. It's just to me they'll never better it. So, and that's the '80s stuff, the early stuff. So, but I do like. To me, like the last one, All That You Can't Leave Behind was the last time I really loved, pretty much from beginning to end. You
Yeah.
know. But I am with Jerry on Stuck in a Moment. I don't really I don't dig that song that much, man. That's the one song on that album I kind of, you know, and I know it was a hit for them or whatever, but I'm a little iffy on that song. But anyway,
I like that song, How to Dismantle. That's the one that's the last one I can hear beginning and end. I think it's fantastic all the way around.
yeah,
No Line on the Horizon is where I just like, nah, I'm not feeling this anymore. Because I didn't like No Line on the Horizon at all, even though I bought it that first day because off of the strength of what came out before,
yeah,
And then it
of
was like,
course, yeah, you're still going off of your fandom, like but that album, to me, Get on Your Boots like killed the momentum of that album.
oh yeah, that was
That
like,
was just a terrible first single, and yeah.
and it didn't get better for me after that either. All
But
right,
that's
Gary.
I think there's one more song actually, but we're saving the
Yeah,
one for last, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's just save that last one for last.
Yeah.
Jerry, your
Oh,
next three.
some next three. I only got three left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got three left too.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Because I got four
Well,
left.
I'll tell you what, Al, man, you're never gonna stop worrying about your kid when they're out on their own. That never goes away. But man, once you
yeah.
find out that they're doing awesome and they're a better person than you, that's when you know you fucking did a good job, man. So
Thank you, man.
your daughter seems pretty cool, so I think she's gonna be okay.
Yeah. I just said, she's my only child and
right,
it's
mine too. Yeah, so
a little different from, it's well, you have only one?
I only have one. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
as
So
far as I know.
Oh, you Tomcat, you.
I'm telling
oh
you, man.
shit, man, that condom broke.
Hey man, I'm not gonna. I like to toot my little horn. I got some back in the day, man. I did.
I can't.
I don't toot my horn much, but
I'm not
did.
even going into my background. Just leave it at that.
And like George Carlin said, I never fucked a 10, but I did fuck 5 2s. So
That's a great one, man.
That's awesome.
all right. My next 3 songs, I guess they were. Oh man, I said I did the three worst songs earlier. I forgot about this last song. It is absolutely the definition of drizzly shits. But Vertigo would be my next song. Never really cared for that song. I thought it was annoying.
Oh, I love that song.
I like that song.
I love the version.
Hello,
I love the version better in the soundtrack.
Hola, yeah.
Which one? Wait, what did you just mention?
The soundtrack, you know,
Vertigo.
Oh, Vertigo. Okay.
Yeah.
They did a better version on the soundtrack version of what's it, Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? I got this song on the shit list, but it's not. It shouldn't be on the list. I think there's probably worse songs that should have been on the list.
It's not as drizzling.
I actually come to think about it, I do kind of like this song. That's The Fly.
More solid.
Okay, okay. This song dropped from the hits to the shits by accident. The Fly, I kind of like that song, but I'm gonna pick it anyway to be on my album. But this last song is absolutely the worst fucking song. Might be one of the worst songs ever written. And I always remember Dana Carvey playing in his Garth outfit, playing drums on it during the MTV Video Awards or something like that. Even better than the real thing.
Oh, that song.
God, that song is terrible, man.
I love that fucking song.
It may be worse than Lemon, if that's possible. It's a close.
Not even close.
Man, what a terrible. I'm sorry, dude. How can this band write fucking Sunday Bloody Sunday, New Year's Day, and write fucking this song? You guys love them. I just don't understand it. So we'll leave it at that. I'm done. I don't want to shit on you guys.
I don't love everything that U2 does. Everyone, I am very critical on some of the stuff that they've done.
Yeah, I don't like Europa.
But the stuff that I love, I absolutely love. All right, Jerry. I'm sorry, Mark. Is this your last 3?
Yes.
How is that possible? Because I have one left.
I don't know. I got remember I skipped fucking The Fly on accident.
Disc 1 is 11 tracks. So I went.
I skipped the
9,
but I skipped The Fly.
Yeah, 11's 22.
I skipped The Fly on accident, so I should have had one more track left. And
I must have been short one, guys.
Yeah, I skipped The Fly on accident, so I should have had one left.
Done fucked the whole show up.
Yeah, my fault. So I'm gonna go with the 2014 Songs of the Innocents. And after I love this album, but after I heard Bono talk about these songs on his book, they mean more to me now. It's like Cedarwood Road is about his home, growing up with his dad, his brother. It's like his home. It's really great. And you guys should watch that live DVD in Paris. So when he's walking through the thing and it's like a thing, like he's walking through a shadow box. It's fucking cool as fuck. I love that. And then Iris, Hold Me Close, Songs of the Innocents again, 2014. That's about his mom. His mom died when he was like 13.
Right.
Really young. So this is a song about his mom. He never writes songs that don't have meaning. That's what I like about Bono. He writes songs. He doesn't write songs for hits. He writes songs that mean something to him and the band, which is fucking really cool. And then the last song, it hurt because I liked Songs of the Experience 2017 so much, man. There was 3 songs I would have picked. I would have picked American Soul, Love is Bigger, Anything in Its Way, but I took how they ended the show in Paris. There is a light. There is a light that never goes out. I just love the emotion of that song. It's fucking so cool. I wish I could have picked 3 songs off Songs of the Experience. It's a fucking very emotional album. And I saw that live and they ended with There is a Light and he said goodbye and I was crying. Fucking great fucking song. There is a light.
All right. So my next one. So I've got you got one more left, right, Al?
I have one more, yeah.
Okay. So I'll do 3, then and then we'll go around about and do our last one. I'm still on the hits. So My third song on side 4 is going to be New Year's Day off of War.
Yep.
My fourth track off of here is going to be off of Rattle and Hum, along with B.B. King, When Love Comes to Town.
Great
I
song.
love
Great
that
song. Yeah.
Great song. Love
I
it.
love BB on that, man.
Yeah.
Love came down.
Remember in Rattle and Hum when he's like, I'm terrible with chords, and Bono's like,
Showing
it's
him.
okay, Edge will take care of that.
Yeah.
And my fifth track on side 4 is going to be off of How to Dismantle an Atom Bomb. It's going to be Sometimes You Can't Make It on Your Own. Love that song. Such a great ballad.
That's
And
a
I
good
think it was
song.
really good.
That's one of the ones I really like on it.
Yeah, I love that
Ah,
song
it's a
too.
great song, dude. It's such a great song.
Yeah.
All right, Al. All right, guys, we're on our last track.
You
Go
too.
for it.
I'm gonna go to this one, man. Songs of Innocence.
Right. A good one.
The Miracle of Joey Ramone. That's my last one. I dug that track when it came out. I was like, it's you two did a good. I didn't, I mean, that was the album I think that got sprung on. It was at the free album.
Yeah, that's Force
that they put out on Apple, which I didn't care. Like I thought that was fine, man.
I liked it too
because I like you too. So, but
better than Drake.
Fucking pissed at that, man. Holy shit.
Well, I couldn't get it out of my fucking thing no matter what I did to erase it. It would not go away. As a matter of fact, I still think it's in there. Hold on, let me check.
It probably is, man. Yeah, I skipped No Line or whatever. I almost picked Magnificent from No Line on a Horizon because I did like that one. There was a couple of things on No Line that were pretty good. But then when they came out with this one, I liked it, man. It was a good song. So I put that as the last track. I didn't delve too much into the later albums, man, but because I admittedly I am more of an 80s and early 90s U2 fan. So although I do love all that You Can't Leave Behind. That was, to me, that's the best latter day U2 album there is. So,
actually, no, I don't have it, so it went away. Cool.
I think it did go away. Yeah.
Hey, he apologized for that.
All right, so Jerry and Mark are done. Is that correct? Or Jerry, do you have one more piece of shit left?
No, I don't know how that worked out, man. Fucking 3 times.
Well,
7
I know
21.
how I messed up by not saying the flag.
Yeah, I fucked up. I don't know what I did there.
Mark, do you got one more?
Well, I could put what is it? American Soul.
Okay.
That's from where?
That's from Songs of the Experience.
That's this one, right?
Songs of Experience, yeah.
Oh no. Let me dig around the litter box a little bit here.
All right. I'm pretty sure you can find one, Jerry.
Somebody actually gave me this vinyl, actually.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta really get serious on getting those because the last one I have is No Line.
Well, no, I can't. These songs aren't awful, so I can't really say anything.
All right. I'm gonna close out my album of hits, side 4, track 6, with Sunday Bloody Sunday.
That's the ultimate U2 song.
Yeah, it has to be on there. I knew that it was going to be talked about, but it's got to be talked about by everybody. So, all right, guys, that is it for me.
Good job, Andy.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Guys, for indulging me in this double album of U2, especially you, Jerry. Thanks a lot for participating.
Yeah. I'll just try to be fun. I mean, if you guys love U2, man, more power to it.
Oh no, dude, it was great. It was great.
I like bands you guys can't stand, so you're more than welcome to do the same thing with my album. So have fun with it.
And
nothing personal, nothing, just have fun.
Of course, and I want to thank Mark and Jerry for allowing Blackspinner Circle to take over tonight. We really had a good time, so thank you for having us on. Talking about you too. This is awesome.
It makes my job easier, so I got no problem with it, man. So we were getting paid, I'd be getting free money.
Right.
But you guys promote your stuff. We promoted it in the beginning, so promote your
Checks
stuff
in the
now.
mail. I still haven't come up
Yeah.
with a topic for next week, man. I'm sorry.
What are
So
we doing next week on BS, Jerry?
We're doing 71, I thought.
Yeah, we're doing 1971. Are you on there, Al?
you know what? I've been wanting. Actually, I've been thinking about maybe I'll make this for next week's. I've been wanting to do like top 10 plus 5 albums from 1985
That's a good one.
because it's the 40th year anniversary of that year. There's a lot of great albums released in that year, so I was thinking about maybe doing that one. So whoever wants to be on there, you're more than welcome.
I'll be on it.
Of course you will.
Nah,
Hey,
dude,
man, I'm a free agent now. I don't work anymore. So if you guys want me on the show, I'll be on. So let me know.
but I think I'm gonna make next week top 10 plus 5 albums from 1985. So
Sweet.
Nice.
yeah. I've
All
been
right,
wanting to
man.
do that. I mean, because it's the 40 years since 1985, man. I was like writing. I was an early teen, and I was really soaking up. By that time, I was really soaking up like music and
Yeah.
things like that. 'Cause how old was I in 1985?
I was
I
14.
was 13. So
I'm
yeah,
older than you. Damn.
I was 9
I'm
years old.
I'm gonna be 53 in
But
June.
but you're right that but you're right though about 85. That was the year in my freshman year in high school. There was like all kinds of shit I learned about music back then. So
Yeah,
it was a great year.
Yeah, and MTV was running rampant,
Oh
man.
yeah, they were. That was like full
time.
steam.
Yeah.
Even though in 1985 I actually didn't even have MTV yet. I still didn't have it. I would go to my cousin's or friend's house to watch it though. So
Yeah. Well, that's a good one. 1985 sounds great.
all right.
All right, man. And Blackspinner, anything going on 3 shots down?
Yeah, we just did it. Oh, go ahead, Andy. Go ahead.
No. I'm so sorry, Jerry. You go ahead.
We just did a really cool episode about the PMRC. Everybody remembers that, whatever you want to call it. It was fun talking about it and bringing back memories of how it started, and of course the D. Snyder coming out in the jeans and this folded up piece of paper. Just an awesome fucking As a kid, you're rebellious at that age. You're loving that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck that. And one thing we talked about in the show about the PMRC is the warning stickers didn't deter kids. They wanted even more with the warning stickers.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
But that was fun to talk about.
I always wanted the one with the parental guidance sticker on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know nothing about Two Live Crew, but I wanted that fucking album. You know what I mean? Just because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. And oh man, something I'm really excited about is me and Joseph are going to be doing our Sticks channel.
I was just going to ask you about that.
Yeah, we're doing our first episode Monday or Tuesday, I think. I'm going to ask him if he wants to do like a couple shows at a time, not release them all at once, just to get a couple of them in the sack. We're partnering with my buddy. Mark's not going to like this very much, but he's not a Chris Elio fan, but he's going to be the producer of the show. So he's going to edit it, do the intro and all that shit. All we got to do is give him credit, which sounds cool. Makes it easier.
We just don't get along. We're oil and water because
I want you two to get back together. I was talking to Chris about that. It's like, dude, man,
he
fucking politics, dude.
It wasn't politics. It's just he always has to degrade me on all my opinions. It's like I never do that to him. I don't like people degrading me thinking I'm stupid. That's what he does to me. I feel like a dumbass when he talks to me. That's about it.
But
I don't do that to anybody. I don't deserve that shit. So
it sucks because Sticks was actually going to play here and they canceled because of low ticket sales. I
was going to bring that up in the BS. They're canceling low ticket sales.
Oh, they're playing here in Tampa. I'm going to see them not this Saturday, the 31st.
Awesome.
And they're playing here the second week of June, but
I just saw them in January here. So I mean then last year they play fucking Florida a lot.
I was going to say that's probably why people aren't buying tickets and certainly because they're there. They've seen them like 5 times already this year. You know what I mean? That could be a problem.
Yeah, because I saw them last year. I saw them last summer.
I mean, every year they come here at least twice where I can see them. I've actually stopped.
Yeah, I think it's my 3rd time seeing them since I moved down here, and I haven't been here 2 years yet. So
yeah. And our first episode is going to be we're going to do our top 10 list of songs we wish they would add to the set list. You know, I mean, that's gonna be fun talking about that. And we're gonna do in chronological order album reviews as well. But we're just gonna get our feet wet with this.
You need to
first
learn how to
episode.
edit yourself, bitch.
Oh, I do. I'm learning how to do it. I got all the shit done. I paid for the Zoom.
Because Chris is going to be really busy sometimes and not get it back to you. I know that already.
Well, he's good at it. He's good at it.
I know he is. I know he is. I know he's really good at what he does.
What he offered, I'm like, damn, dude. I mean, he does great intros and he does great. Like,
he does.
Hey, Mark, I know you didn't cover this in BS, but did you hear about Kelly Hansen leaving Foreigner?
Yeah, I did. I already thought that was happening. I think we covered that Lou Graham was taking over for him a lot, and now
they're saying that Luis Maldonado is going to be the.
So they ain't really retiring; they're just turning it over. It's like lies.
Because I'm sure you guys know, but I saw like 2 of those acoustic things that those 3 guys from Foreigner do. They do like these little. They call them VIBs, very important breweries or something like that.
Yeah.
They go to different breweries, but it's just like it's not even Pilsen or like Hanson that go to these. It's 3 other guys. It's the 2 guitar players and the keyboard player, Luis Maldonado, and I can't remember the other 2 guys' names. But anyway, so and Luis Maldonado does he does like the vocals during them, and he's got a great voice, dude. Like really, really good. So I could see why he kind of handed the reins to this guy. He says, I think Kelly Hansen's doing the rest of the summer tour.
Yeah.
And then that's it. He's going to retire from touring with them.
Well, Lou Graham was doing South America and Canada.
And I guess he's doing like select shows with them too.
Yeah.
You know, they just played down here in Florida too. And I didn't go to that show, but Lou Graham came out and the Encore played with them, you know. So I was kind of a little bit like, shit, I should have went. But I seen Lou Graham anyway, not with Foreigner, but I've seen him solo twice.
I saw him with Foreigner in the '90s with him and Mick, so that's pretty cool.
I never saw him with Foreigner. I didn't start seeing Foreigner until much later on, so I never saw them back in the day. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that.
That's fine. And then we Freeform Friday, the U2 episode, the Josh Retreat's coming out. So
cool.
Andy was on that. I think Travis Parada, right? He was on there with us.
Travis.
So that's what we got. So hey Al, I just want to say sorry for not bringing you on that Cheap Trick episode. Eddie got on me. I said, well, he's the Cheap Trick top 25. He said, why weren't you on there?
That's all right.
But I said he's always busy on Friday nights sometimes. I don't know. So
just shoot me a text, man, and
I'll shoot you a text on that. Because I said, yeah, he should have been on here. Fuck, I fucked up. I said that. But Eddie and Mooger left the show early. It was just me and Ross and Ryan T. Russell finished the episode. They like bailed.
What was it? Top 25 cheap
tricks? Ryan T. Russell did his algorithm. We gave him 50 Cheap Trick songs, and then he put it where the top 25 were. So
okay.
He did his little math magic. So it was pretty cool. And Ryan even did the after show. It's pretty cool too. I love that guy. You know, I hate the Eagles, but I'm glad they won this year. But let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
All right,
Thank you guys. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, Dallas, for beating Edmonton.
Hey,
go Panthers.
And thank you guys for moving the show to tonight so I could do it with you.
No problem, man.
No problem. It's fun as always to be with you guys, man. You guys
absolutely
been on here since basically the beginning when we started going. All right, man. Take it easy. You and Eric, Ernest B. Jordan, we love you, brother. Later, guys.
Cheers, man.
Later, guys.